It's always easy to project our fears on a person and to think that certainly he will try to manage a problem like us. In reality, in the case of Donald Trump as a president of the US, the situation is very complex. Why? Because he's not just a man who wants a deal, and of course, not any deal. So the idea is to understand his position not at the tactical level, but at the level of grand strategy. So the idea is to see that the biggest enemy of the US is, of course, China and not Russia. So, what does he want? He wants, in reality, to manage the situation and the opposition with China. He wants to stop its expansion at the global level. He wants also to avoid an alliance between Russia and China. And that's why uh, the BRICS Plus are a target for him. So the idea to consider that he makes a new deal with Russia in order to put an end um, to the Ukraine's war is wrong. In fact, it's something deeper and stronger. Why? Because the situation in Ukraine is quite easy for him. It's just a local problem. And it's, in fact, also an, a problem of Europe and not only for America. So the idea is to find something else to understand um, something which seems to be naive. So let's talk about the New Deal. And the New Deal is about the rare earth metals with Ukraine. So for the moment, we saw that Zelensky rejected the deal, but in fact, he does not reject the entire deal. He just wants to have something about his security and the security of Ukraine. So the idea is to complete the deal and not to reject it. So if we think in this manner, we can imagine that Donald Trump wants to use this new deal to comfort his position about Russia. But we can also imagine that he wants to have a better um, position in relation with Russia, but not in reality an alliance. So we do not have to misunderstand his moves about that. Again, we have to think about China, the alliance of China with Russia, which is dangerous for the US. We have to think that the Ukraine war is just one crisis and not the biggest in the world. It's important also to make our mind about the alliance of America with Europe. And it's not a question of opposition, it's a different manner to see the same thing. We need to be in a bigger, in a stronger alliance, and each of us has to be strong and not weak, because we will have to fight against enemies which want to attack us in any case. So, if we think about that in a global way, we can see that now we have many tactical moves, but we don't see already the impact of this grand strategy, and we have to keep this in mind in order to avoid any misinterpretation.